We have all been there, standing in a wine aisle or scrolling through an online wine shop, searching for a similar bottle of Cab or Sauvignon Blanc simply because it's a safe choice. You want the joy of discovering something new, but you don't necessarily want to gamble your glass on a total mystery wine. But here's a little secret. If you can understand why you like your favorite wine, whether it's the crispness of it, the body, or that tannin structure, then branching out from it to something new isn't a risk at all. It actually can be a sure bet. Today, we are going to use the grapes that you already know and love to map out something similar for you to try. If you like that wine, then you are going to love this wine. And we are going to go with 10 options for you to get started with. Hey there, I am Jacqueline for Vero, where we go around the world searching out wild and scarce, hard to find wines to bring to the US for wine lovers, businesses, and distributors to discover and enjoy along with us. And because we specialize in super small production wines from really off the beaten path places, we often get to introduce people to new grapes that they've never heard of. And while these labels might be new or strange, the joy of discovery of these new wines is much more easier to enjoy than you think. Now, our approach to this discovery is actually pretty risk-averse. We aren't asking you to guess and hope that these new wines will be good. Rather, we're going to help you match rarer grapes to a palate profile of a grape that you already know and love. For these substitutes, we are talking about looking for similar bodies or similar other structural features like tannins and acidity. But also, we're going to look at more than just these characteristics. A really important aspect of wine, actually, which is what it tastes like. A lot of grapes can have similar flavor profiles and chemical compounds between them that will give very similar vibes. So whether you love punchy citrus, herbs, or a deep, spicy black fruit, there will be an uncommon grape out there that shares the same flavor of your favorite grape. So the idea is we are going to go and match those vibes of the wine, the aromas and fruit notes and such, so that you can feel with your first sip that you have a familiar friend in your glass. Yet, it's got a twist. Think like a fraternal twin. You can see the similarities, but they are very distinct from one another. By trying to match up some of these elements, we are going to take the guesswork out of the equation to help you find a lesser known equivalent of your favorite style of wine. It's about getting out of your comfort zone, but with the confidence that you are going to enjoy the wine in your glass. So let's jump into our list. Today, we have 10 great new grapes to branch out and try. And without further ado, here are 5 white wine swaps to get you started. Number 1, if you like Sauvignon Blanc, then try Famoso, or a wine made with Incrocio Bruni 54. A lot of Sauvignon Blanc lovers crave that punchy citrus and a green herbal zing, but still with a great fruit behind it. For that same high energy vibe, we should look for a Famoso wine. It has a chalky acidity that reminds us of great French white wines. Or try a wine that is made with Incrocio Bruni 54. A more modern crossing, this rare grape can give that familiar aromatic pop of a Sauv Blanc, but with a really elegant and floral finish, especially when blended with the right options. Number 2, if you like Pinot Grigio, try Maceratino, also known as Ribona, or Müller-Thurgau. If Pinot Grigio is your jam, then you are most likely looking for something that is light-bodied, clean, and vibrant. Maceratino and Maceratino blended wines will be your secret weapon. As a grape, it can be incredibly crisp, but add beautiful fruit and minerality to the glass. But if you want something even more mountain fresh and direct, try a Müller-Thurgau from a cool climate like the Czech Republic. It will stay lean and bright, making it an ultimate easy drinking, sipping alternative to Pinot Grigio. Number 3, if you like Chardonnay, try Turbiana. If you love the body and the texture of Chardonnay, then you need to look at Turbiana, but specifically that from the Lugano region. Like Chardonnay, it can be made in a fresh, unoaked style or aged in oak for even more richness. It has that same versatility that Chardonnay gives us. And because it's often called a noble grape, it can have the same structure and aging ability that Chardonnay fans will often look for too. Number 4, if you like Moscato, try Bracchetto. If you love the floral sweetness of Moscato, you have to try Bracchetto. Both grapes are from the Monferrato in Piedmont, and they are aromatic, and you can think of Bracchetto as kind of like a red Moscato, so to speak. It's sweet, it's sparkling, and it'll taste like fresh strawberries and hibiscus flowers. It's a fantastic way to try a red wine, but while staying in an aromatic, sweet, frizzy comfort zone. Number 5. If you like Gewürztraminer, try Minutolo or a red Traminer. Gewürztraminer is famous for being aromatic yet spicy. For those same exotic notes in a version that's a little bit more mellowed out, down, and dry, you should try Minutolo. It has those same floral aromas and ends with a distinct white peppery finish. And for a real hidden gem, look for red Traminer. It's essentially another name for the Traminer family of grape, which Gewürztraminer is a part of, but it's a style that most people don't know exists, making it a great discovery for fans of aromatic white wines like Gewürztraminer. All right, let's move on to some red wines. If you usually reach for big name international varieties, these 5 swaps will show you just how much soul can be waiting for you in an off the beaten path red grape. So our 5 red swaps are: number 1, if you like Pinot Noir, try Susamagnello or Saint Laurent. Pinot Noir lovers usually look for elegance, fruit, and lower tannins. But for a juicy, vibrant alternative, we're going to look at Susamagnello from Puglia. It's incredibly approachable and shares that silky, fruity texture that we love in Pinot Noir. Also, try a Saint Laurent. Actually, it's a descendant of Pinot Noir, but think of it as a slightly more beefy version. It has that same cherry-driven profile that we love in Pinot, but with a bit of more structure that you can sink your teeth into, especially when it has a little bit of oak aging. Number 2, if you like Syrah, try Schioppettino or Blaufränkisch. If you like Syrah for its savory, peppery edge, Schioppettino is a must-try. It actually contains the same molecule that is found in green peppercorns, giving it a spice that is remarkably similar to the peppers in Syrah. For something a little bit more earthy, look for Blaufränkisch or its relative Zweigelt. These grapes will offer similar deep, dark fruit profiles of Syrah, but with a complex finish that fans of the Syrah grape will recognize immediately. In fact, Blaufränkisch can actually give off that same meaty characteristic that aged Syrahs from the Rhone can develop. And actually, Zweigelt is a crossing of the Blaufränkisch grape and the Saint Laurent grape. Number 3, if you like Malbec, try Ciliegiolo. Malbec is known for a deep color and cherry notes, which is exactly where Ciliegiolo shines. In fact, Ciliegiolo comes from the Italian word for cherry. It offers those noteworthy tannins and a structured fruit that makes it a perfect, more artisanal alternative for Malbec drinkers. Number 4, if you like Cabernet Sauvignon, try Nero di Troia, Montepulciano, or a Nizza. For the fans of Cab Sauv, you really want power. Now, there is going to be a difference between a more cool climate Bordeaux-style Cabernet and that rich Napa Cab style. Nero di Troia and Montepulciano are going to offer a dark fruit and a high tannin structure that the cool climate Cabernet fans will love. But for a real pro move, go for a Nizza. This is a top-tier Barbera that, when aged in Slavonian oak, will come out like an old-world version of a Napa Cab. It will have more tannins than a typical Barbera, it'll have a lot of dark fruit, and it will have an incredible, amazing structure. Number 5, if you like Merlot, try Dolcetto or Barbera d'Asti. If you love Merlot for its soft, velvety plumpness and its easy drinking nature, you should explore Dolcetto. It is full of soft, dark fruit and is very approachable as a wine. You can also look at a Barbera d'Asti. I like to call Barbera the ultimate food wine because of a wonderful acidity, and when you find a great Barbera d'Asti, it will offer a lush, fruit-forward experience with an herbal finish that will feel very similar to a Merlot, making it a perfect everyday discovery for Merlot lovers. Are you ready to start exploring? Now remember, the goal of branching out isn't to replace the wines you already love. It's just to find new and similar experiences. To find the wines that are made from some of these swap grapes that we talked about today, head over to the Vero shop on verovino.com that I have linked below. There you can find a whole bunch of our wines that we have tasted and selected that are not only small production, but delicious too. and we can ship right to you within the US, or contact us for business and wholesale pricing. So thank you for joining me today. Let us know in the comments your favorite swaps between famous grapes and some harder to find alternatives. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like below and be sure to subscribe here on YouTube and to the Vero newsletter on verovino.com to stay up to date on the latest and greatest from Vero. I'm going to leave you with this video here to continue your rare grape discovery. Bye!